Moving on, Westminster City Hall was seen to have changed their window display from Ramadan to Easter in a matter of hours after Tory councillor Paul Swalwell pointed out Islamic Holy Month had been honoured and that there was no corresponding Easter display. And this comes after Ramadan lights were put on display across central London, which prompted concern over support for other major faiths during important Christian festivals. Well, I'm joined now by Tim Dieppe, who's the head of public policy at Christian Concern. Welcome to the show, Tim. I hope you're having a peaceful and blessed Easter. How disconcerting is it to Christians when they see Ramadan lights during this important Christian period? Do you see it as an invasion? Is it a step too far?
I think it is kind of symbolic, isn't it? Very powerfully symbolic that here we are in Easter, the most important Christian festival, when we celebrate the resurrection of Jesus, which is the foundation of our faith, which has formed the foundation of Western civilization and the foundation of our culture and laws and values for centuries. And here we are. And then, like you say, Oxford Street is lit up for Ramadan over Easter time. And then Westminster City Council seemed to forget about Easter. They had a display ready for Ramadan and nothing for Easter. And it's very interesting because it seems like people are more concerned to celebrate Ramadan or mark Ramadan than they are Easter. And that's kind of a very interesting cultural moment to see that Islam seems to be gaining in terms of influence and people wanting to respect it, people wanting to give it credit and so on, and Christianity in the decline and people wanting to disrespect it and forgetting about it extraordinarily. And sort of having to, last minute, get a display there in Westminster City Hall. So I think it is concerning. I think it is something that sort of marks how Islam is growing in our society and gaining influence and in many different ways across society. And this is one of those kind of moments where we see that.
OK, thank you very much. We're going to have to leave it there. We're simply run out of time. Tim Dieppe, who's the head of public policy at Christian Concern. Now, a spokesman for Westminster Council centres this comment. The council supports festivals from different faith communities throughout the year, and the Ramadan lights form part of that activity. And we hope this would inspire Muslims and people of other faiths to come up with their own ideas to celebrate important events. It's spreading awareness in such a nice way through art and light installation. So it's an interesting point, that is. It's an interesting point, And, Tim Dieppe there said this is an oversight. It's being forgetful. Is it? Is it just an oversight or is it something more? Do you think this is a deliberate erosion of the Christian values of this nation? Are we actually still a Christian nation? Has the church been a part of that downfall? They seem to care more about climate change and refugees welcome and issues that don't even impact most of Christian followers. They seem more obsessed with slavery and reparations and guilt trips. Is this why it's falling away? Do these Ramadan lights bother you? Or is this all a bit of a storm in a teacup?